Hey guys, it's me. I'm Jota. You probably don't know who I am, considering I am extremely not popular at all, ever, anywhere. But who cares? Today, I'm here to just talk about what I think Ben 10 aliens would be if they had Pokemon types. And yeah, that's just kind of it. We'll say this. I'm not going it based on purely their design influences, mostly based on their powers and characteristics, and then if I have to, design. Because, for example, Brainstorm is clearly a crab, but that does not mean he's going to be water type. We'll get to Brainstorm later. But without further ado, let's get into this. Starting off the original series, we gotta go Heat Blast, and this is probably the easiest one to think of, just pure fire. Some people are probably going to argue rock and ground as well, just because of like the rock elements of the design, but I see it more as just a pure fire type with maybe some rock elements. Moving on, we got Walmart, who is just a dog. An alien dog, but still just a dog, so pure normal. Maybe learn ground moves if you really want to stretch it. Up next is Diamond Head, pure rock. Most of the Ben 10 aliens in the original series are going to be one type, because they only need to fill one role. However, you could also argue Diamond Head as rock fighting, just because he's big and strong and bipedal, like most fighting types. Accelerate, it's okay. Its powers and characteristics do not point to any specific type. Just because a Pokemon is fast does not make it electric type. A pure example being the second fastest Pokemon ever is Deoxys Speed, who is pure psychic. And yeah, so we're gonna go based on design this time, where Accelerate is a lizard type thing. So dragon, make sense? Good, because I am not going to change that to electric type just to please people. He would of course have some sort of ability that gives him stab with Gust. Plus, obviously, he has Stab with Twister. He can run fast enough to create tornadoes, it works. Gray Matter, normal. I was debating doing normal Psychic, but just because he's smart doesn't make him Psychic type unless that smart gets turned into Psychic abilities. Yeah. I'm not even gonna... I don't think I need to explain this one. He's just small. That's his power. He's small and smart. Forearms. He is big and strong, the exact opposite of Grey Matter, and he is fighting type. Plain, simple, easy. Stinkfly is gonna be the first one where it's kind of debatable. 3 different types work. Obviously bug, flying, and poison. I'm personally in the boat of saying bug poison and then give it levitate to emulate the flying type. Or alternatively, you can go bug flying and give it like poison points or some sort of thing like that. Maybe a new ability that gives it stab with poison. Who knows? Up next is Ripjaws, one of my personal least favorites. Do not get mad comment section. He barely appeared in the original series and I do not care. Pure water, maybe water dark if you really want to give him stab with bite and crunch and such. But I think just giving him strong jaw instead will work easily. And then moving on, we got upgrade. Steel and electric. Self-explanatory. He's quite honestly made of metal, and his whole power is that he can fuse with metal and electricity, specifically technology. Next we have Ghost Freak. Ghost Freak is... I wonder, I think he's Ghost maybe. Also Dark type, because he is one evil mother. Moving on though, Cannonbolt. Where do we put Cannonbolt? Well, he's big and round. That doesn't really equate to any type. His main power is rolling, so I guess you could argue roll out if you really want to. I wouldn't, but I think personally, just because of how hard of a material he is, we'll say probably steel, maybe normal steel to balance it out a bit, but some sort of ability that gives him stab with roll out, Pajara, etc. But now we have Wildvine, who's grass type. God, some of these are just so easy and some of them are not. Case in point, Spitter, it's poison. It spits acid. Or just some sort of gunk at least. Buzzshock is electric, possibly electric steel. It's a little battery. Not much to explain here. But Octiguana, that is an ice type. You could also say dragon because it's a lizard, but not all lizards are dragon types. Point you to Charmander and that whole line. We got Blitzwolfer now, or Wolf Ben, Ben Wolf, Wolf Ben, Ben Wolf, Wolf Ben. I don't remember which one it was. His name is Blitzwolfer now, so we'll go with that. Dark, or maybe dark normal. Give him stab with a bit of sound. Yeah, if sound type was an actual thing, it would actually make some aliens easier. We'll get to it later. Because there's one example that Ben 10 fans are going to know, and are going to say would also make sense for sound type, like 100%. Moving on. Snarrow. How do you do with Snarrow? Dark, because he's evil. There was an episode exploring the home planets of Blitzwolfer, Ghost Freak, and Snarrows, and I don't remember if they're all evil. I'm going to say evil, therefore dark, just cause, but then also do normal to balance it out a bit. Cause he's a mummy. That's it. He has bandages. Ground, I guess, no, does not make sense. Cause I can't think of anything, alright? But next up we got Frankenstrike. Definitely electric, but whether you want to say electric, dark, steel, or even fighting is up to you. For my money, I'll go electric dark or electric steel. He's evil, and he's a mad scientist. Electric is just a given though. Upchuck. Poison. He eats things and then throws them up. It's like Swallow, but worse? Better? Question mark? And next we got Ditto. Not the Pokemon, but the alien. Normal. His whole gimmick is that he can duplicate himself, which isn't really a type. It's more of just a move. This guy just gonna spam double teams the entire time. It's gonna be super annoying. Everyone will hate him. Everyone hates Ditto. All my homies hate Ditto. Not Ditto's cool. Well, next up we got Eye Guy. The hell do you do with Eye Guy? His power is lasers. I mean, I guess probably just normal type. Give a stab with Tri Attack, or normal Psychic. I guess. I don't know. Psychic just kind of here is like a, oh, it's got some sort of thing, but way big. He's big. That's it. In all seriousness, normal, more likely fighting. You could also say steel, because he's made of some sort of alloy, but we don't really learn that until later in the series, I think. For most of it, I'd just say normal or fighting, leaning more fighting. Okay then, that would be the original series, so we are moving on to Alien Force. Coming up first, we're on a new batch of aliens. We've got Swamp Fire, Grass Fire. My god. Aliens and Alien Force onwards are more unique than the original series, if maybe less recognizable. Obviously because they're not from the original. But some of them are also easy to do, like Swamp Fire, Grass Fire, Swamp, Fire, Swamp, Grass, Fire, Fire, Swamp Fire, Fire, Grass. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, echo, 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 echo. Steel type. This is where the sound type is needed. Echo Echo's entire power is sound. He screams at people until they stop moving. He beats... Okay, I probably should have said spoilers at the beginning, but who cares? Ben 10's pretty old series unless it's a reboot. He screams at Kevin until he faints. That's what Echo Echo does. Side note, not covering ultimate forms. They're just Mega Evolutions. Alright? Cool. Humongousaur. Dragon. Not just because he's a lizard, because as we established, lizards aren't always dragons. But there was an early episode of Alien Force where he was able to communicate to a dragon and speak dragon. Therefore, dragon enough for me. And probably Pokemon. And also he's fighting type because he is big and strong. He is the strong one. Jet Ray. Flying. Yep, he's flying. And he has lasers, which, again, I don't know what to categorize. But he can fly. Yay. Next we move on to one of my personal favorites. Big Chill. Ice. That's a given. And you can do Ice Ghost, Ice Flying, or Ice Bug. Because his design is very bug-based, and so was his breeding habit. The best thing is probably Ice Flying with Ghost moves, or vice versa. But yeah, ice is just the only thing that is 100% accurate there. Well, moving on, we've got Chroma Stone. Chroma Stone is, again, rock. He is made of rocks and was supposed to be the better Diamond Head before Diamond Head became the better Chroma Stone. And psychic or possibly fairy. It's weird thinking about energy without thinking electric, but this is more of like, this is less electric energy, like later on we'll see with feedback. But speaking of electric, Brainstorm. That is not his voice. Anyway, so Green Needle over here, electric or electric psychic. He is a big brain, and not in the way that Grey Matter's big brain. I mean that he has a giant brain that shoots electricity. So electric's given, and then psychic, just cause. Then Spider Monkey, normal and bug. Normal for the monkey, bug for the spider. Spiders aren't bugs, but Pokemon doesn't know that either. But next up, you got Goop. So Goop is a poison. I'm gonna not do that voice. Goop's poison. It's just pure poison. Simple poison. He's Goop. He could be acid. But then Alien X. This is a big case where we should have a typeless type. Like, they're not weak to anything, but they're not strong to anything either. Except in this case, he's strong to everything, because he's Alien X. He beats anyone except Green Lantern. I know it's been, like, more than half a year, but I'm still salty. Everyone else is as well, don't deny it. If you can't make him typeless, then psychic. Pokemon tends to make space equal psychic, and Alien X is literally a galaxy, and has reality warping powers. So, psychic. Lodestar. Pure steel type. His whole thing is magnetism, and that works with, well, steel, and iron, and other metallic goods. Let me tell you something, brother, we got everyone's fan favorite, Wrath! Wrath's fighting type, that's just simple, easy. And lastly, for Alien Force Point Woman Ultimate Alien, we have Nanomech. Steel Bug. I shouldn't need to say all these, but Steel Bug. Let's move on to Ultimate Alien. To probably kick off Ultimate Alien, we have Water Hazard, who is surprisingly, if I believe I'm correct, our first... Never mind. I forgot about Ripjaws. Screw Ripjaws. I was going to say first water type, but nope, Ripjaws exist. He really should, but... God, he was just so unutilized, alright? Later topic. Water Hazard is water steel. Shoots water, bodies as hard as steel, if not some sort of other metallic awesomeness. Who cares? Amphibian. Electric. Also possibly water, maybe flying, maybe ghost. I don't exactly remember why the ghost is here. I don't remember too much about this alien, but what I do know is that he can swim and fly. And I think he's stronger underwater, so I'm going to lead towards electric water, or maybe just pure electric. Who the hell knows? But Armadillo is honestly just Rhyperior and Aggron on steroids. Like, steel ground. Easy. Even though Aggron and Rhyperior are not steel ground types, who cares? Now we move on to Terraspin, who is what I believe is the first ever flying type that doesn't have proper wings? Question mark? That isn't a bird without wings, or just doesn't... Wait, no, I'm a Minior. I'm an idiot. Alright, let's move on. Terraspin's flying. He can make tornadoes, he can spin around and fly. And even though Ben doesn't use it, he does have the ability to use magic, which I'm going to classify as fairy type. So, the Terraspin species that I do not know the name of, I don't care to learn the names, they're overly complicated for no reason other than being cool, is Flying Fairy. But Ben only uses flying moves because he doesn't know how to balance. NRG. When he is protected, he is Steel Fire. But when he reaches below half health, he comes out of the protective casing and goes pure fire. I guess which could actually help him in some cases. Moving on. Fast Track. Again, fast, not a type. Just because he's fast does not make it electric. Don't at me in the comments. So we're just going to give him normal. He's not like a lizard, like Accelerate, so I can't give him dragon, despite... You know, I've kind of been going back and forth between lizards being and not being dragons this whole recording, but I do not care. I can do whatever I want. So Fast Track's normal, Accelerate is dragon, that's that. Let me move on to Clockwork. Pure Steel. Body is some sort of metallic substance, and King's Pure Steel connects him to Dialga, who also does time stuff. It's kind of cool. And then Chameleon. He's kind of just Ben 10's equivalent to Kecleon, if we're being honest. So we're just going to give him the same type as Kecleon and say normal. Alright, going on from that, we have Shock Squatch, who is an alien that appeared in the Generator Rex crossover, I believe. Which maybe have second thoughts whether or not he's still part of Ultimate Alien, but he is, don't worry. Electric, or electric fighting. Like how Chameleon is kind of similar to Kecleon, Shock Squatch is downright just the same as Electivire. Put them side by side and tell me that they don't look the same. Moving on, Eatle. Eatle is a beetle, but also steel. His mouth is kind of just like a, I want to say incinerator, but I'm not sure if that's the right thing. It's not incinerator, because then he'd be fire type. His mouth crushes things, and then releases that energy through his horn. I'm debating whether to also give him Bug, because Beetle, but for now we'll just leave him as Steel. And then we got Jury Rig. I guess normal. Doesn't really do much. Kind of just makes things. I don't know. We'll just leave it at normal and call it a day. But then next up, we have a fan favorite, if you know anyone that's ever talked about Ben 10, Feedback. I forgot to mention we're on the Omniverse now. Oops. Feedback. Electric. He can absorb and shoot out electricity and energy, and he is electric and he is cool. Now we've got blocks. I'm gonna say normal steel. Steel because the blocks that are probably stronger than most metals. They're normal to balance it out because he's Lego. He is Lego man. He is a Lego. Next we got Gravitack. Psychic Rock. Psychic for gravity manipulation, which the move gravity in Pokemon is Psychic, so we're just gonna roll with that. And Rock, because look at him. He is a rocky boy. And then we got Crash Hopper. This is one of the ones where I'm gonna go based on design and say Bug. He is a grasshopper. Otherwise, he just kind of jumps. So, well, this guy does get stabbed with high jump kick, regardless. Next, moving on, we got Bullweevil. And fun fact, Bullweevil was inspired by a Pokemon. I don't know what one, but I've heard sources say Jolteon. I'm gonna assume Joltik instead, just because small little bug that shoots electricity / energy sphere things. Speaking of which, Bullweevil, same with Joltik, bug electric, for what I just said. Walker-Trout. Walker-Trout sucks. It's normal water. It's water because it's a trout, and it's normal because it doesn't do anything. Next we got Pesky Dust. Fairy. Quite obviously. You cannot get more fairy in Ben 10 than Pesky Dust. You also say fairy flying, because it flies. It's up to you. Then we got Molestache. Molestache is normal fighting. It fights with its mustache. Is it normal? Well, it's normal enough. Speaking of normal, the worst. It's pure normal. It just has hella strong defenses. Think like Chansey, I guess. A wall. And then Kickin' Hawk, who I personally tend to think of is not cool. They tried to do Wrath again, but like get rid of the things that make Wrath fun. Because they didn't want to copy Wrath, but they did, but they didn't, but they did, but they didn't, but they really did. I'm getting sidetracked so much in this, I apologize, but fighting type. He kicks. He's a hawk, but he doesn't fly, I think. But you know what does fly? Astrodactyl. Flying. Possibly dragon. I'm still debating whether or not I should make lizards dragons or not. But for now, we'll say not. Just because I'm picky. Then we got Topic. Fun fact, Topic was one of the first new aliens from Omniverse that I saw used for the first time. And I actually really like it. I have a fan theory, which is just, it's a weird, mutated version of the worst. That face is so messed up it scares everyone, which is why it wears the helmet. My theory comes from the fact they have the same body, and that's about it.
But hey, that's
why I'm making it normal, but also ghost. Because scary things in Pokemon are ghost types, usually. Unless you're talking about Mr. Mime. Ugh. Then we got Bullfrag. Fighting, bipedal, kicks. It's like a Battletoad. God, that'd be a sick crossover. But, okay. Moving on. You could also say water, because frog, which will make it like Poliwrath. I'm just gonna keep it at fighting. And we have Atomics. Steel, poison, because radiation. And this thing is like a legendary or pseudo-legendary. It's so strong. Then we got Gut Rot. I forgot this thing existed, but it's poison type and looks way too close to Weezing for my liking. Last, but certainly not least, in my eyes at least, but not least, what am I doing? Vampire. Dark Flying, or Dark Psychic, because it does have hypnosis abilities and through its eye bats. But you can also chalk it up to being Dark Flying with Psychic type moves. Or a Dark Psychic with Levitate. If you really want to go the Hypnotic Bat route. Yeah, so there you go. I hope anyone that would watch this enjoyed. Be real, I had literally zero script for this other than what type the aliens were. So I hope it does well in any sort of capacity. Oh, you guys want to not even see this. So if you're seeing it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down what you'd change to the thing. What you'd do for other characters like Vilgax or Kevin. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Because I'm going to just be throwing ideas against the wall for a while to see what sticks. If nothing sticks, I'll just keep throwing stuff against the wall. Hope you guys have fun. Goodbye.